This has been a very, very detailed project. I have talked you through prepping it, getting the zippers on the backing. We've just really, really had a good time with this, haven't we? So when I was on the frame, we ran out of bobbin thread, and I showed you how to navigate with Intelliquilter to be able to go back and just restart that. So on top of the quilt, I have 4 tails. 2 of them were tied together previously, but what I'm going to do now is just take the shortest tail and wrap it around the others. To make a knot. Okay, I've done 1 knot. Now I'm going to do the 2nd knot. Now I have a little magnetic disc here, and I keep my easy threader needles on this disc, and I have it at the end of my frame. I love the magnet because I know that these needles are not just going to get misplaced somewhere. So I'm going to grab one of them. I have my 4 threads. They're all together here. And before I pick up that needle, I'm going to twirl them, and that's going to make them stronger. Because 4 together is stronger. And this is not a bulky thread. So if this were a high contrast thread or a bulkier thread, I would not be rolling those 4 threads together to make 1 unit. Now on the end of my easy threader needle, and you see, there's a U shape. There's a U shape at the top of the needle. And I'm going to take that U shape and I'm going to press it down over the 4 threads. So I have the needle on those 4 threads right now. Now I'm going to enter right where the quilting happened, and I'm going to travel along the stitching, and I'm making sure I'm in the body of the quilt. I don't want to go out too far. So I feel back here to make sure I'm not exiting the quilt. And then I'm going to tuck it back in, and I'm going to travel, let's just say maybe a 1/2 inch or so. Then I'm going to pull the thread through. And then once I get the needle out, I put my finger or an easy or my purple thing, and then I'm going to pull it out, pull the rest of the thread out. What I don't want to do is pull that needle and break any of those threads. So I'm going to get something like my purple thing or my snips, the way you just saw me do that. Sometimes I use my fingernail, but I just trim my nails. So that has been tied off, pulled into the quilt sandwich, give it a little tug. It's very secure. And then I'm going to use my curved blade snips because I don't have to worry about gouging into the quilt. And I'm just going to cut it off right at the top of the quilt. A little bit of rubbing there. It's down in. That is not coming out. It's going to be wonderful. So a little tip there on burying threads. I do it after I take the quilt off the frame because I have been known to go out the back of the quilt and yikes, then you're in all kind of trouble because you probably cut the threads off. How are you going to have more threads to tie off if you cut them off? So I make sure that I've got it the way I want it before I snip those threads off. Okay, that's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed this little tip, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. See you soon.